It looks like we have a QX100 here, but I don't think this is a QX100. Yeah, they're just reusing the QX100 box. This is actually the E010S, I believe. Has the Furby F3 flight controller board on there, but it's Echine branded. So this is basically a tiny whip with an F3 board on it and a camera. I'll do a full review on this pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. It's just another Pico BLX board. In case some of you guys haven't seen one of these before, that's what it looks like. And I got some of these Giant Power 300 milliamp hour 2S batteries I'm going to be trying out. Pretty small. I think it probably weighs less than 20 grams for this battery. JST connector. Okay, so what we got here is a new product. I don't believe it's in the store yet at Banggood. It's a BR0703 motor. It's extremely tiny. It's even smaller than the 1103. I'll have a review on this on my channel coming up pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so here we got the Echine Flying Frog Q90. This is a 2S brushed quad, and it comes with sort of unique plastic canopy. This version doesn't come with a receiver. There's another SKU that has 3 different receiver types: Free Sky, Fly Sky, and DSM2. I'm going to be using the FS-A8S receiver for my True Energy Evolution, so I can fly with that. Let's take a super quick look at this. I'll have a full review on my channel for this pretty soon. It looks like the even the bottom is plastic as well. I thought maybe the bottom plate would have been carbon fiber, but the whole thing is plastic. So stay tuned for a review on this pretty soon. Okay, so this is the Edge A430. This is a little microplane. It's from XK, and it comes all ready to fly with a motor, battery charger, and also the transmitter. So here are some of the specs real quick. It's 430 millimeters across, 400 millimeters long, and weighs about 95 grams. It's got an N60 motor and 2S 300 milliamp hour LiPo. So I'll have a review on this and flight demo on my channel pretty soon. Okay, so this is the new flight controller. It's a 20x20, similar to the Pico BLX, but it has a built-in OSD chip on here, and it runs the Omnibus F3 firmware, so it can use the Betaflight OSD, and you can configure the OSD right in the Betaflight configurator. So I'll probably put this in my next build, the Chopstick 110 from Tomoquads, and you'll see how that OSD works in that video, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I got here another 130 size frame kit, and this is from T-Mart. I think this is similar to the Armaton 130. I'll have a review on this on my channel. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to transfer parts from another 130 build into this one, because that one was only able to use a micro camera, and this frame can use a full-size CCD camera like a Runcam Swift or HS1177 camera, which is one of the reasons I got this frame. Pretty inexpensive. I believe it's like 15 bucks, 13 bucks, something like that. I'll put a link in the description. You guys can check it out. But I'll have a build, sort of build video and a flight demo of this in the near future. Okay, we got a couple of parts here that are for micro builds, and this is actually a 4-in-1 10 amp ESC that's part of the Echine Aurora 90, and it's part of that stack where you have the ESCs and you've got the Betaflight OSD flight controller, but this one's a little bit different where it lets you connect to the flight controller directly through a wiring loom like this, so that you don't have to do any soldering. The actual whole stack comes with ESC flight controller and also another board that is the receiver, and that comes in 3 different flavors: Free Sky, Fly Sky, and Spectrum. I didn't get the receiver. Actually, the receiver comes with a buzzer too, but I don't like the Fly Sky receiver because it only does PPM. It doesn't do iBus. So I'm gonna actually connect my own Fly Sky micro receiver to this stack, and I'll have a review on this. And this should make the micro builds a lot easier because there's going to be a lot less soldering to do. Okay, we have another brushed micro drone here, and this one, I think it comes as a kit. I think you have to build it. It's called the DM002, and the nice thing about this is it lets you have an FPV experience. It comes with the transmitter, all the components except for the goggles, of course, but you can use a goggles or an FPV monitor to fly this, and it's pretty inexpensive. I think it's like under $50. So it looks like they're including the FPV camera, and this looks a lot like the TX02. Although I think on the TX02 the channel and band indicator is on the left and not on the right, so it's pretty similar and similar in size. So we'll see what the quality of the picture and transmission is like. This is the transmitter itself, and it's obviously toy grade, but if you're just trying to get into some micro brushed flying, this is a good way to go and not spend a whole lot of money. So it comes as parts, as I suspected, as a kit. So you get the motors, get a battery charger and prop remover, you get a flight controller, a bunch of propellers, and this is the frame and the battery. Should go together pretty easily. It looks like they got some instructions here, so I'll have a full review and all this in a little bit. So this is the Chaser 88. Pretty minimal packaging. Get the quad, get a battery, charger, some spare props, and that's it. No instructions. This does not come with a receiver, so I'll be putting on my Fly Sky micro receiver on here, but here's a quick look at it. Obviously I will have a full review video on this pretty soon, so stay tuned for that.